Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Arcanautus Ascent. We are here with a varied cast tonight, a couple more than the usual bunch. We have Echo playing Anwan.
Hello.
We have Saturn, who has returned to us for a little bit, playing Mari.
They won't be talking too much.
They
because
won't be
they
talking
hurt
too
their
much
throat.
because they
I
have
mean,
a
their
mouth
jaw.
thing. I'm sorry. We have Tyler playing Rasiel, who muted himself. And we have...
Yeah, I'll probably be muting often, just a heads up, because
yeah, that's right.
because everything in my room creaks.
Oh no. And then obviously, who is here almost every single session, we got Zen's, or we got Zen.
I'm good at planning time.
Yeah. We also
And
have
Sig is probably gonna end up
regular
showing
work
up later.
hours. Hell yeah.
That's true.
Because school is for nerds and also people who haven't graduated. All right, everybody. So,
Ow.
we have been... Oh, and then Siegfried throws their hat in the ring. Welcome, Siegfried.
Here.
Perfect timing. We just started recording. Checking that everybody's audio is actually coming through. Yes, we are currently recording. All right. So y'all returned to Arcanautus last session. Talked a little bit with the Saltmire group. With them. With Ultimus, who you gave a good chunk of the information you discovered. He acknowledged your success, gave you a budget for staffing the keep, which is currently under construction, and is awaiting specific direction, which we will get to either here and there, or we will discuss like complete and excessive details at a later time. And for assisting with the assignment from, for completing the assignment from Sinispa, she had given to each of you a boon of sorts. I believe Siegfried got access to a wyvern egg, if that's correct.
Yep.
Okay, so yes, you will have a wyvern egg. Do you want it delivered to the keep to and have somebody watch it, or you want to keep it nearby? Yeah, to the keep. Okay, so a pen will be that will be one thing they add is the start to the construction of a wyvern roost. And then Zen wanted access to that ultimate weapon that Kay had mentioned. Apparently, against Sinispa's wishes, it seems, or without Sinispa knowing, perhaps. And Zen had gained access to and viewed this drill-ish device that had this created of this silver metal with no sharp edges that led to a sort of a crystal tip, although you couldn't quite make out the material the tip was composed of, as it glowed with a bright, violent yellow light as the item was observed. It clearly is heavily technologically advanced. You noticed built within the leather arms wraps that appear to have to be adhered to the wielder. They have several what essentially are little battery meters that show how charged the weapon is, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's, I think, the gist of what happened last time. I heard a Discord beep. Was that one of you guys? Oh, wait, no, shoot, that wasn't Discord, that was Roll20. That was Ralph saying BRB. Okay. So, we left off our session. Zen and Siegfried were leaving the mansion.
Actually, the thing that left it with was I saw our friend Zalfos.
You did.
And and I put my arms around him, saying, "Hey, buddy, I got a job for you." And he started to cry.
Yes. And we return back to Zelphos' sobbing face and zoom out to Zen's smiling face as you two begin to walk out of the manor. And we'll just say the scene that is being set is as you all are Siegfried, you have been promised the delivery of the wyvern egg, and you will be notified of its progress and arrival. And we cut to you two leaving the mansion. Oh, that's K. Whoops. We cut to you two leaving the mansion with Zelphos in tow. Zelphos saying, listen, I'm fine. I can just encourage the positive. I'll help with the encouraging people to worship the slumbering serpent in the old ways with the dreaming and the sleeping and the yeah. Right, that's how I'll contribute.
Oh, don't worry, bud. You don't have to push yourself that hard. I just have it's just a little job. Don't worry. You don't even have to get back on the ship.
And as you say that, you notice a visible sigh, and a lessening of the tension of his muscles. Okay. All right. As long as we're not going out on the open water again for a while, I need to stabilize myself a little bit, I think. I've, too much experience up front, I think. Too much, I gotta train or something. Anyways. What's your job?
Well,
As you guys are continuing to walk down through the high-end district.
Well, buddy, these adventures we've gone on has really put something in perspective for me. This world is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
And in order to combat that, we need ways to compensate for that danger. And people with your sets of skills are very helpful for that. So, now that we're in charge of this whole organization going forward, we need to worry about staffing. And buddy, I think you're the man with the plan to be able to help us with some of the staffing for such an important role as someone that can help patch up the members of the Slayers. So I'm not even asking you to move forward with that when we need that done, but I want you to help steer those people in our direction. And the more capable of those people we get, the less we'll need to drag you onto the sea.
Roll persuasion for me, Zen.
Sacrifice. +1, I believe. I'm not that good at it. Yep, I have a +1.
As you're saying this, as you're talking, Zelphos is nodding.
Siegfried, grab him.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll get back to you on that.
Siegfried, stop him.
And he's
gonna run.
Attempt to walk away. He's just calmly walking away.
Who's gonna grab him?
Okay, you grab him. He says, "Eep," and freezes. What?
Buddy.
I said I'd get back to you. What?
Leave the guy alone, please.
You're not even there.
As you guys see, to your surprise, traveling in the Noble District, carrying what appears to be a very heavy satchel over their shoulder, is Mari. Their distinct appearance recognizable as you hear the voice.
You know, the whole wing thing makes him pretty noticeable.
Let me just grab Mari from the main map.
You're alive. Cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
buddy, you don't want to go on sea anymore, right? I understand. I don't either. But I need to keep people alive. And you're you know the people that can help keep the Slayers alive. So just asking for a little favor. I'll make it worth your while. We paid you plenty. You won't
Yes.
have to do
It
the
was
work.
good.
So just find someone else that can help us do the work.
Although I did hear how much the others were getting paid, and I feel like I may have undersold myself a little bit.
You made the second most.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Only
yeah,
person-
sounds good.
All right, there you go, buddy. Go, be free. Go find us others of your ilk
Will
that
do. And
can
he gives you a
keep people
thumbs
alive.
up,
We know where
shaking
you
only
sleep,
slightly.
Belfos.
I, I, okay. And he walks away. Mari, these mysterious potatoes that you were hired to transfer, to the Saltmire Manor, by a shadowy figure in a cloak who handed you a satchel, this satchel and 100 gold. By the way, add 100 gold, Mari. Um,
Sorry, my Wi-Fi just tanked.
Oh, rip. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so to repeat myself, I had said that this
Mari actually
sacrifice.
had some comments before you go
Oh,
into
whoops.
narration.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, so you were saying stuff we didn't hear it. Oh, I
Whoopsie
see.
daisy. Go ahead.
Then coercing people into working with you is a very, very easy way to get stabbed in the back. So don't blame me when. So don't go blaming him when he does it. Well, you can blame him. Just don't go. Just don't be surprised.
Zalfos, he couldn't hurt a fly, quite literally.
You're saying this like weapons are the only way someone can hurt you.
I mean, okay. It's no worries. He's a good guy. And
He's a good guy.
Ominously, you see, you guys hear a bit of shouting from a little down the lane, and you see a gentleman being kicked out of a shop, clearly drunk off his ass, as he is shouting back something, and a woman leans out the door and shouts something at him and then slams it behind him. The gentleman stumbles down the street.
are they? Do we recognize this gentleman?
You do not.
I see.
Just seems like
Moving on.
yeah.
Nocturnal, you see that situation a lot. Mari takes no notice of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's no big deal. We pay him. He helps us recruit people for the Slayers. He doesn't have to do the work anymore, though he wasn't really much help. Anyway, we just need some people to make sure the crew doesn't die. So.
Well, good luck in your endeavors. Yeah. If you
Thanks.
need me to run some errands for you, I'm still open for work as a private contractor. Here's a sending stone.
And
She tosses
Mari
one over to
gives you a sending stone. Does it have any little symbol on it or sigil, Mari?
It has a very, very, very poorly drawn moth antenna on it.
Nice.
Cool. Well, if you're in the area, if you see people fighting sea monsters, that's probably us. So if you join in, you also get. Oh, here, before I forget, he'd hand you like a small like pouch. This is your share for the big one.
Oh, did you do the
So
math for
use
that?
it as you see fit. Yeah, I did the math.
Okay, good.
Their share was 3,000 gold, but that's in platinum. So
Yeah, so you
300
get
platinum.
a sack that feels not like very heavy well, yes, it's very heavy, but not as heavy as you would expect for such a thing. But then you look inside and it's platinum. Meanwhile, as this
You're not supposed
oh,
to-
sorry.
You're not supposed to be able to get your hands on platinum for simple, everyday exchanges. This shit.
That was what we got from the
Where did
the temple. So
Who did you get this?
The-
The temple. How would the temple have platinum?
they
Mari.
are a very profitable business.
Mari, you would recall that the Temple of Angulus is an extremely profitable business that has been running for many, many years.
Yeah,
We
but there's
also
like
work
That is
there's
also a-
D&D
people.
thing. Actually, one of the few things that I've actually written in the PHB is that platinum and electrum are specifically almost never used as currency.
Yeah.
Well, you have to think,
in
this is an
Arcanautus,
incredibly
because of
bustling
the
society.
because of the extreme. I haven't read the player's handbook in a while. Because it's just so the economy is just so bustling, and it's as Ultimus says, the gold must flow. Ha
And don't forget, we
it's-
work for like the richest people.
Yeah,
So I
and
don't think
also, I
getting
don't
platinum's
wanna-
that hard.
I don't want to give you guys 300 pounds of gold to carry around inconveniently, like, because it's
that's
it's
valid.
ridiculous. Sorry, that's more for not to interject, but it's just more for practical reasons than anything.
Yep.
It's while you're in the city, you can convert it, no problem. Is what I told them last session, or what I told them when they got it. Yeah, as long as you're in a
I don't want
populated.
to.
Sorry.
Mari comments, well, I don't want to raise too much suspicion, so I'll probably have to get this transferred sometime.
Yeah, it is definitely a
Anyway.
large quantity to be carrying on one's person.
Since I flew off having done my part of the job, how have you guys been doing? May I ask?
Monsters. And now, thank you for reminding me. I have to go work on some business transactions. Sig, I'll see you around. How about we meet at the Conflux later to say hi to Deb, and then head over to see Crash.
Well, I'm
And
glad I was of some help. Anyway, I'll be off.
Mari, are you gonna be physically heading out relatively soon, just out of curiosity as a player?
Probably. I have no idea whatsoever when my parents are getting home with mac and cheese.
Oh, yo, mac and cheese. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll move on then as Zen and Siegfried continue along their path. And actually, as they're just about to exit the as they're reaching sort of the main gates to the or one of the main gates that lead up between the upper district to the portside town, they see at the gate, speaking with one of the guards, Rasiel, their shadowy form noticeable as you guys are approaching. So Rasiel, listen,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't think that we can be of any particular use in this case. If you want to talk about demon stuff, I heard the complexes did something with the stuff in the water, had something to do with demons. You might want to talk to them.
Did I hear demons?
Yes, the conflux.
This is for
Thank you.
Rasiel. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I will let
And
Go
could
on.
you point me in the direction of the conflux? I'm new to this area.
Opposite way you came, right down by the pier, and then you go take a left or a right as you reach the water. It's just a couple minutes down. Recently went under some repairs, but it's got the big sign out the front now. They added a big old sign that says CHC on it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, hello. And Rasiel looks over to the group of people outside here, and just kind of awkwardly waves over to them.
Oh, hey, it's the guy you fare well after you hitched a ride on the ship? Didn't get seasick or nothing, did you?
No. That's a ride over from where I came from was rough enough.
I'm back, and I have an
enough.
inhuman amount of chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese.
As Mari appears
Okay,
from the
that sounds really
sky, apparently no potato
That was
sack.
out of character. I wasn't doing
What are
the
you talking
voice.
about?
You know
No
this.
potato sack in their arms anymore. Apparently, their payment for delivering the potatoes to the business was it was apparently a food place run by and I wrote down the food family. Give me a sec. This is lore. One sec. There's lore here.
Or
Lore. The ... Oh god, it's written down somewhere else. It's not written down in the main document. I'll find it later. Sorry about that. But there is a what oof to that.
Yeah.
Well, here, fine.
It's not that big a deal, bro.
Right
It's
here.
fine. The joke is failed. The bit
Oh.
is over.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he didn't get the punchline yet. He didn't get the. I want to hear the punchline.
The punchline's a name.
Never mind. Well, no, the punchline wasn't going to be the name. That was just going to be the reason that Mari just suddenly descended from the sky with a bowl of bacon cheddar mac and cheese. But we are
No, it was
going to...
chicken bacon. It was
chicken bacon ranch.
ranch.
I'm sorry. But I guess Mari will ixnay that for now. Sorry, you enjoy your food. We'll continue with the scene with Rasiel, Siegfried, and Zen. Sorry. So you guys just noticed Rasiel speaking with the guard, being pointed in the direction of the coastline health conflux.
We could point you in the direction. We work with them pretty often.
that would be a great help to me.
Yeah, sure. After we swing by there, I can head back this way to talk with the Velu Vressa and the Smiths. So
That would be great. Thank you.
All right, it's this way.
Rasiel, you, as he says that, would recognize the name Velu Vressa is one of basically the second most powerful family in the city. They handle a majority of the magical item trade and enchanting, and they have important role with the city guard that helps to prevent any big weather-based threats. It's the reason the tower, the Saltmire Tower, is able to stand so tall for so long, as they have an enchanter, specifically the Tide Turner, he's called, that handles that.
Alright. Yeah, and with that, Rasiel would go and follow Zen, the conflux.
Alrighty, you guys descend down the streets. And
I'd like to be at the conflux.
Huh?
I'll be at the conflux waiting.
I was gonna say, as you guys are moving along, you notice, standing by the docks, just sort of looking about, a relatively familiar individual that you had seen previously out on the waters. The halfling that had been there with you when you had fought the Ublex.
And bobbit worms.
And bobbit worms. And they appear slightly weathered, as if they just returned from a trip, a haggling journey, as you guys are just outside the coastline health conflux.
Oh, hey, what was that? This guy. Did you find treasure?
Yeah, I did, but it was only a box. And all it says was, case an emergency, drink one.
Oh, okay.
Don't know what it
I'm
means.
sorry.
it was draconic. I was expecting more, but it's pretty interesting. I got some papers along the way, but hey, how y'all been? And who is he? As I point to the shadowy figure.
I'm Rasiel.
Yeah, we picked him up along the way. He's big into magic and demons. We did good. We found some like god artifacts and stuff, and
Alright.
then we headed back here after we dealt with stuff.
Yep.
Uh,
All right. As he just completely ignored you. Interesting. As can I roll to see if I know his history, basically, to see if I know what Rasiel is.
Okay, go ahead and make a history check for me.
Give me a second.
They sort of have a shadowy form to them.
+5, sweet. Doop doop. So this is history.
Okay. They with the 15, they appear to be a shadow walker. They appear to be one of the demonic races. Extremely uncommon to Arcanautus. But generally people of the shadows per se generally have a shadowy aura about them. They are disliked by the Order of Celestials over on Sigilgea proper.
Sarah.
Sorry?
Sarah, not Sylvia.
Oh, did I switch that up?
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Don't worry, it's
Okay, I have
don't
trouble
worry, it's
with
4
the
continents, you're good.
yeah, I have trouble with the other continents that I'm not in charge of. I'm sorry. Oops.
You're good.
All right, so Glyptera, the Order of Celestials on Glyptera. Whoops. Sorry. Anywho. Ooh, so I gotta go back and make sure that all the stuff for Deborah is for the right continent. Whoopsie-doodles. Anywho, sorry. Moving on for that. Yes. So, sorry. The Order of Celestials from Glyptera, is known, as having these people as one of the ones that they are trying to keep an eye out for and reduce the influence of. Besides, that's the only, like, special fact that you know besides what you can just readily see.
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man.
No. Scrubbing his shins. Wow. Interesting. Huh. So you're also into that stuff like me. Well, that's
So, are you a researcher as well?
yes. Big one.
Oh.
Kind of want to start around town. But, as he just gonna remind you, by the way, the place I went to get this box, warning, if we are going there are traps set that has gooey black goo tentacles with eyes that shoot lasers.
Talking about that tomb place, the place where dead things exist.
I wouldn't say
Would Rasiel recognize this as anything that could be tied to a demonic force?
Go ahead and roll a religion
Go ahead and look at the map.
or history check.
Alright, they had the same modifier for me.
We're gonna switch over to the map now.
16.
Main map.
That's a good mod.
16 plus 8.
Yep.
Did you say you were rolling our history or religion?
That would have been history.
Okay, history for these black, oily, inky tentacles shooting eye lasers. 16. Demons. Demons can be oily. Demons rarely shoot lasers, but if they do, it's usually out of their eyes. This sounds like a monster for sure. Honestly, there aren't enough details to tell you. There are no telltale demonic signs here. It sounds like a monster. You're not exactly positive that it's a demon.
There's a chance it could be.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
also, there's a way you have to get in is by shooting magic into this hole, which lifts up this tomb or this entrance. So you might either need me or him, but who knows? We're gonna put this box for safekeeping.
As he pulls out this small lockbox with some draconic text on a note attached to it.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Does it? Have you tried opening it?
Tried multiple times.
Extensively.
All right, so Siegfried actually knows Draconic. Could he read the box?
Yes, it says in case of emergencies, drink one.
All right.
As Anwan had said.
Pretty much. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this back in my bag. And where are you guys heading? As I ask.
Just to the conflux. Rasiel seemed interesting. We want to check on some old friends.
Ooh, I would gladly like to join. I might get some new
Alright.
research there.
Very
As
well.
as I follow them.
Very cool. The group continues to the coastline health conflux. As you enter in the newly renovated coastline health conflux, now with a sign above it, there CHC and the big lettering. You enter and are immediately hit by the sounds of familiar hectic research as you see various folks running around. It's rather chilly in here as you see several researchers moving between labs as you look down the hallways with various frozen, what appear to be frozen fish. You see one cleric is healing a familiar lizard that appears to have had its tail frozen. And you see sitting in a chair next to the lizard as it is being healed, the familiar face with the explodey kind of beard of the dwarven figure of... wow, how did I forget the first NPC's name? Sorry, guys. It was very... oh, God. Zabek. Mr. Zabek. As Zabek notices you all as you enter. Oh, hey, everybody! How's it going?
No problem. We just got back from our trip. Thought we'd stop by, see how things are going over here.
Uh-huh.
Seems hectic as always.
Yeah, naturally. Yes, things are a little hectic, yeah, to say the least. We've been dealing with... things have been good. I'll lead with that. Things have been good. Yesterday, some interesting new biological threats arose, so that's what we're currently working with. Apparently some very cold butterflies are freezing the northern coastline, so that's neat. We've been figuring out what's going on with that. Been a bit of a menace, to say the least. I don't know if you all, I heard, and I know with you all being so the slayers and the saviors of the city, I don't know if you're still in the market for, I guess, smaller extermination missions, but, that thing almost froze my lizard. And I'm a little... I got a bit of coin. It's probably nothing compared to what you're used to being paid, but, I mean, I'll see what I could do if you have any favors that you need, in particular from the coastline health conflux at all, perhaps.
No, you're good, buddy. You've done us well before. We have a couple new friends here that were curious about your research, so just treat them right, and I'll let you know if we need a favor. We'll look into it.
All right, that's good. Yes. Well, we need to avenge Dorothy's tail. She will miss it dearly if it isn't able to be healed. Yes. Newcomers. I haven't seen either of you in here, I don't believe, although I think I have heard about this shadowy figure here from one of my various contacts. I am Zabek, the head researcher here at the Coastline Health Conflux. I am an environmental biologist by trade, but I pretty much try to run this place without it sinking into the inky depths. And also without it completely losing all funding, which has been going all right so far. Could be going better, but going all right. What could I do for you folks?
Yes, you go first.
Well, I just want some stuff to help with research, really, and just like beacons, like some potions to make, etc. Like, I don't know. You kind of got my interest with that butterfly thing. What is that about?
Ah, yes, the butterfly. One sec. It's been reported to be floating around just this bright, sort of light bluish creature, floating around, flitting about, and just a frost cloud following in its wake. Now, when I say butterfly, I know you usually think of little itsy-bitsy flutter thing. Its wingspan is about, I wrote it down, 30 feet. So it's a bit on the big side for an insect. A bit of a concern, as the area, that it affects, is rather, immense. It is currently traveling along the northern coastline, freezing everything solid, which is neat. I went to go investigate myself, just out of curiosity, and Dorothy, unfortunately suffered from my own foolishness at the, potential expense of her tail. I have, one of our, magically adept individuals assisting her right now. So that is the deal with the, I guess we're calling it the Frost Atlas we're gonna go with.
Okay, well, thank you. Rasiel, you have anything to say?
Yes, sorry. I'm here for similar reasons as you said in, did you ever say his name? My bad. Anwan?
Did Anwan ever say his name? Anwan, did you ever introduce
No.
yourself?
No, he just kind of answered, and he's like, "Oh, my apologies. My name is Anwan."
Yes, I am here for similar reasons to Anwan.
Kind of looks down and bears.
I'm simply another researcher. Rasiel's the name.
Pleasure to meet you, and he'll reach out a hand to shake.
Rasiel reaches forward and shakes his hand cautiously. Not necessarily cautiously, but like you can tell that Rasiel doesn't do this very often.
Mm-hmm. And Zabek sort of acknowledges this and is easy with the handshake and backs off with it and smiles. Fellow researcher, and what is your field of study, if I may inquire? I was told that I may be able to assist you with your research.
The beings of the Abyss and Celestials.
I see. Well, we've had to deal with some infections recently in the past that these individuals, and he will nod towards Zen and Siegfried, had helped us deal with. There was this poison in the water, this chaos rot, a poisonous substance of distilled chaos essence, makes things go all dissolve-y and evaporate-y, and just generally isn't very fun to work with, as we have learned. I had even given these folks some rings of poison resistance to assist with any research that needed to do with it. We were able to discover a new species of demon, it seems. Some small purple worms. They seemed to infect the local wildlife and cause it to act more hostilely than it normally would.
Would Rasiel be able to roll a history check to see if this would connect to anything that he's known previously, any demons that would alter emotion?
Yes, go ahead.
Why did it roll twice? I clicked it once.
So the 8.
Yeah, we'll go with the 8.
Okay. With a 16, I'm gonna say. So, what exactly were you trying to figure out? And what was the rule again? History, yeah. What exactly were you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to remember if he remembered any demons that alter emotion.
Demons that alter emotion. Okay. I'll say with the 16 and with your knowledge base, you do remember a couple of demons that may alter emotion. There are several that are able to provoke or charm individuals through magical influence. You can't think of any demons in particular that use like worms for this particular purpose. There are creatures known as Slad that they're not demons, they're from a chaotic neutral plane. They're tangentially related, so they came up in your research previously. They do something with tadpoles, but you're not exactly sure what. So maybe something about that, but it's not your field of expertise. You don't really study the Slad.
Alright, so Rasiel would just kind of think back to himself and be like, it could be related to some kind of demon that I've heard of in the past.
I'm gonna have to cut in for a second to mention that 16 was for history last time when I was talking about the traps. That 19 is what you got.
Oh, that's right, because I was looking at OBS, so I wasn't... Okay. So you rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Huh. Neat. Okay. So in that case, with a 19, same information, but also, you are aware that, this chaos rot, this substance that you've been looking into, you did hear, tale that it could spawn, new forms and new mutations of demonic influence. It does have a corrupting essence when it comes to prolonged exposure. That's all you knew. This that he told you about the worms and about all that stuff, that's relatively new information to you. Although, if this is a new species of demon, then that could be a big deal. Yeah. And Zabek would mention, we don't really have a name for them in particular, yet. We've been just calling them chaos rot worms, not anything in particular, so, yeah, we're not...
Parasites.
Say again?
I said parasites. Chaotic parasites.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Say it one more time.
Parasites.
Parasites, like CHROCITES?
What? CHA. Like, what? Like
It's
parasite, but you replace the P with a CH. Yes.
Alright, that's as good as any other suggestion I've gotten so far, so that'll work. Chaos rotworms are parasites. Very cool.
Nice.
Alrighty.
I named a creature. I've made it into the history books, boys.
Nice.
Very niche history.
Okay. So yes. So Zabek would say at that point, yes. So that's the gist of what I've gotten so far. We're still doing a little bit of research into Chaos Rod itself, although more so into preventative or countermeasures, rather than the actual nature of it itself. As our samples that we have of it have begun to dissipate at this point. The substance is rather volatile when it is exposed outside of a container, so we've been trying our best to maintain the resources that we have of it. We've been rationing out the research that we've been able to do with it, so it's slow going, but we're getting there. The main tactic.
We might be able to get some information on that.
Oh?
The Subsea Kingdom had a similar event happen to them a little bit before it happened to us.
Oh.
And apparently their scientists facility that they have run by the Gulpreen was able to very hastily resolve it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if we could get access to that research, that would be immensely helpful.
I can try to see next time we get contact from Sylvie if they can try to relay that information to us.
Oh,
I don't know
yes.
when that'll be.
How is Sylvie, anyways?
I can let you know. They're back in the kingdom. They're essentially acting as an ambassador now.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's lovely. I had them pegged for a more inclined towards that sort of work anyways. That's nice. That's good for them. Anywho, the northern coastline is probably being frozen solid right now. Would you all be interested in going on a little journey for me?
Sure.
Like I said, when you get back, I'll have a bit of gold for you, and I can help with anything you need help with.
Where's
you were
Deb?
saying? Oh,
where's Deb?
Yes, Deborah. She was actually going to be heading off. She mentioned that she wanted to, and I quote, avoid the coming shitstorm, as she phrased it. She headed off to Glyptera and mentioned that she wanted to head to the Order of Constructs, I believe. Was going to do some environmental research on the effects of the increasing industrialization of the area and how it affects the local ecosystem. Supposedly she won't be coming back until she feels safe, I guess, or feels everything is blown over. She left a few days ago.
Damn.
Indeed. If you... I know, I believe your friend Sylvie was able to message folks, I think, right? Was that something they could do? I figure with the magic and everything, they might be able to... either way, just...
Yeah, they have that ability.
Sending her a message may be interesting, perhaps, to glean some insight as to why she left. I don't... The note she left didn't exactly fully explain anything. Just said that, basically. But... Yeah. That's the gist of what I've heard from Deborah, and of course, I respect her wishes. She came as easily as she went, it seems. But, yeah, I'm optimistic for her future, and definitely the Order of Constructs is an area where her work and our work is definitely needed, I think. Any area where industry is developing and expanding will need to have somebody to pump the brakes, as it were, before things go terribly wrong for everything that lives there.
Well, thanks for letting me know. All right. So I guess we're gonna go check on some bugs.
Just one really big bug.
All right. Once we wrap that up, I'll try swinging by the
Excuse me, sorry.
the Vale of Ressa. This is a little more imperative.
Siegfried's gonna send Jormungandr ahead of us.
Can you?
He'd have to go to the. He'd have to go through the forest.
I was gonna say, would so it's to the north, right? So he would have to loop around, or he would have to cut across either the town or the outskirts of the town, because it's like over here-ish, they were saying. Or he would have to go all the way around, which would take him like a couple days.
He could choose which way to go.
No, he.
Oh no.
Not through the town.
Does Jormungandr the ability that I gave you, you wrote it down. Does it say anything about so you can telepathically communicate with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there did I put a limit on the distance there?
I don't think you ever did.
All right, well, fuck it. I'll say remember, I guess always while it's on the same plane. Let's specify that.
Okay.
You could just add a little amendment there. So Jormungandr, you would hear back. Will I be getting a snack? It wouldn't be so eloquent. And will there be snacks?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'll see you
You'll
there.
find some on the way.
Do I have permission?
No. What are you doing, Siegfried? We've talked about this
You
already.
see Siegfried smiling and staring off into the distance, which you, based on your interactions with him, means he's probably talking to Jormungandr.
Okay. We
Sure it's not
can't
too
keep
much.
feeding him monsters.
Sure, it's not too much.
If we can't keep feeding him monsters, or he'll get out of control again. He has to just eat regular stuff and good berries, or you'll lose control again, and it's over. It's just over. Also, having him go through town is a bad idea.
Yes, I saw how large that thing was. I wouldn't suggest bringing it in town.
Wait, what thing?
Oh yes,
Anwan
yes,
didn't see
that
it
one.
in its current
yes.
iteration.
Siegfried's gonna rage. Would you like to meet my salamander?
Wait, that thing got bigger?
Bigger is not the right word. It got
Right word.
mega.
So
But yeah.
that even gigantic, so up to huge then.
It's bigger than huge.
What?
He was really upset about it.
Huge the person, not huge this ties category in Dungeons and Dragons. Side note.
What? What
Yeah,
fit in
not
that thing while I was gone?
everything. That's the problem.
Mhm.
But yes, once again, we have to stop feeding him monsters. We can't feed him monsters anymore, or we're just gonna have the same issue that we just resolved, like yesterday.
Yep.
Wait,
Learn from your fucking mistakes, man.
People aren't
Or-
monsters.
Wait, you resolved issues? Okay, did you resolve the Be Lost Rapper thing then?
It shoots portals now.
That's better. This is some good news. Jeez.
Unless you get shot into the plane of fire,
Or the plane of bees.
or into the plane of bees, you'll be stuck there for a period of time, and you'll probably die instantly. But hey, at least it's not infinite bees.
True.
At least it's not
And-
infinite bees.
Well, it could be.
And they'll only be but here's the thing though, there'll only be one victim rather than everything.
Everything and
So-
everyone. Bees.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, no, that we can't feed them any more monsters.
I wasn't planning on feeding him monsters.
We can't feed them people either,
I can't.
unless they attack us first. Then fuck it. They're small enough, but not innocent people. He likes children. Keep him away from the town.
No one is innocent in this world.
In this
Siegfried,
world, it's kill or be, it's eat or be ate.
Siegfried, I'm gonna throw you in his goddamn mouth.
I will become one with him.
Oh no!
As he says, I don't think that's a good idea.
Mega Siegfried.
I assume you guys are walking and talking as you're heading up north in the direction that that Zabek had pointed out. He points out that you'll just follow the cold breeze and you'll definitely find it.
Zen is currently pondering the idea of, rather than getting a caller to control Jormungandr, maybe I should get one to control Siegfried, because he's the real problem here.
Wait, would you say that?
No, he's pondering, he's thinking this in his head.
Okay.
He's like, the evil one is less the monster and more the man.
This is...
All right, so we're heading towards
yeah.
what's it called? The menagerie.
In the general direction, yes. He will. Zabek will point out that you may want to wait until sunset because the creature doesn't appear to be present while the sun is out, and only seems to appear once the sun goes down.
Oh, let's see if I
How long is that?
You guys have a few hours. So if there's any little bits and bobs that you want to take care of here, we can do that real quick as well.
Does anyone have anything they want to do, other than me?
Or any questions you want to ask each other?
I would like to get a warm coat.
Huh?
You'd like to what?
I would like to get a warm coat.
A warm coat.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You purchase a heavier sort of overcoat of whatever variety you see fit. And just
Did you ever
knock
get
off
paid?
2 gold for me.
Did you ever get paid when you helped us with the bobbit worms?
No.
All right, then add like 400 gold. We didn't get a ton of gold from that one, so I'll just deduct for myself 400.
Yeah.
Okay. 7. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Hope I don't run into those things again. Flashbacks happen.
Don't worry, Jormungandr ate the big one.
Oh,
So
I can see.
so yeah, how about you, Rasiel? Do you have anything you want to check on?
I wanted to get a little more information from here, but other than that, I'm ready to head out whenever.
Did you have any specific questions before you head out, or was that it?
He was just gonna see to see if there's what research has been cataloged here.
Okay, so I think here, one sec.
If there has been any.
Checking to see if I put it in a separate document.
Yeah.
Waters are clear now. Tiny worm demons. Chaos rot is more potentially hazardous substance than initially thought for more reasons than just being distilled evil chaos essence. They don't have any new information. Any other information regarding that, you may have to either contribute towards or you may have to wait for them to develop further. So yeah. So unless you have any particular things you want them to pry into or any angles you want them to approach things to, if you have suggestions, they'll take them. Can you...
All right.
Rasiel?
Yeah. So you said. Sorry about that. I'm on came in for a minute. So we.
If you had
yeah,
any
you said there-
suggestions of research approach, they would heed your advice if you as somebody who is knowledgeable on demons.
Okay. Yeah. With that said, Rasiel would just kind of tell him some of his own researching strategies that he has. Maybe show him a couple of the sketches that he's done of the probably the very few that he's seen.
Yeah, so you would share that research. Give me one sec. So yeah, you would have sketches of like a closet or two, like these tiny little
Little shit.
awful things. A sketch of what probably is a shadow demon, basically this living shadow that sort of steals people's souls. And also a sketch of a
Closet
Where
moment.
are they? One sec. Are they not demons? One sec. Did I mess this up? Yeah. No. And a picture of what appears to be like a large, like a mixture of a crow, a person, and just this horrible abomination of wings and like this black form of what you later identified as a rock.
Okay.
And you have a little picture of like a little set of like spores and stuff that seem to come off of them. That one you didn't see yourself, but you got research from another individual regarding it.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're able to share some of that information with Zavik, and he mentions it, and he's just like, oh, infection of the spores, and you know. And so I'll give them a bonus to their next the next roll I do for them to see if they make any more progress on that. All right. That all said, the sun is not quite setting. It's probably like an hour or two before sunset. So you guys figure if you head out now, you'll arrive at the location by the time the sun is down. At which point the creature should be arriving. So Anwan bought a winter jacket. Is anybody else making any preparations before you head out?
Rasiel, actually no, Rasiel is actually going to see if there is a jewelry shop nearby or a magic shop.
There is in fact
That actually
both
fits
of
what I
those
was thinking.
things. The jewelry shop I don't think I've done.
Okay, yeah, Rasiel would be most likely looking for the magic shop as opposed to the jewelry shop anyway.
Okay. In this town, in this part of town, Kerma's Oddments is for some kind of non-magical properties. So that's probably not what you're looking for. You're probably looking for Madame Violet's collection.
Yeah.
And so you would stop in there, see a female tealing of deep purple skin and garbed in a black veil, dressed like one would see at a funeral. And they have various items lined along shelves behind some thin bars with little locks and little gates. And they would... their aesthetic is like this mysterious shopkeep who keeps these odds and ends and artifacts around and various sorts of things. So were you looking for anything in particular, or?
Yes, he is looking for a diamond dust specifically.
Diamond dust. For that, I will say you're able to acquire it. Are you going to be haggling at all, perchance?
He would most likely just to try. He would just like he knows if the
On the
she's gonna be
principle.
charging some ridiculous price. Yeah.
So go
Then he
ahead.
would start haggling, but if it's a reasonable price, then he would just say pay.
Gotcha. So go ahead and just roll persuasion for me then.
All right. I'm not proficient in that, which I didn't think I was. So.
Oh, natural 20.
All right.
A 19 total, but a natural 20, which I will consider.
Yeah.
So, funnily enough, with this particular shop, natural 20s gain you an extra benefit. As you are speaking with Madame Violet, this purple tea feeling, you see a bit, they like zone out for a second as you're talking, and they just stare straight into your eyes. And just stop talk, and like, it seems like they've stopped paying attention just to look straight into your eyes for a minute. Say again.
Ma'am.
Huh?
Are you okay?
Yes. For you, come here. And she says come here, but she like motions for you to stay still as she like goes and runs behind her main desk and reaches underneath, takes out a small black chest like for jewelry or something, and she flips the lid up, and in a little red velvet interior is a relatively sizable diamond. Looks like it'd probably be worth around like 500 gold, frankly. It's very nicely cut. So the size is not even so much where the value comes from, as just the cut seems perfect. Lovely item, in fact. This. Fate draws you to this item. I can feel it and I see it. It is not the dust you seek, but it is what you need. It is yours. 250 gold. The value is worth the connection.
Rasiel starts counting through his gold and sees that he only has 140.
I would like to come in and help him out on this.
As you hear the ding, 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 ding of the shop door behind you, you see the purple tiefling wave their hand at you, Anwan, and welcome, welcome. And they their eyes affix back towards Rasiel. If you are short, I have various things that I may need acquired. I don't know if you're available to do any particularly lengthy tasks.
I am going out for a job for the what was it again? My bad.
The conflux.
The conflux.
Conflux, that's what it was.
The coastline health conflux.
I'm after I get back from my job for the coastline health conflux, I may be able to help.
I see.
Are you short on money? As I asked Rasiel, are you short on money?
A little, but I believe that after this next job, I should be able to afford this.
I mean, how much?
He starts to count through again. About 110.
I got you. I see you saying 110 for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're friends. Plus, I like you.
A lovely friend to have. It seems that luck and fate and your friends have drawn you to this point. I am excited to give this item away for such a discount, for such a clear, intrinsic tie. Oh, how it joys me to see it. Take it, and I will take the gold.
Thank you.
She seems absolutely titillated as she hands over the black box containing the 500 gold diamond.
All right, let's go.
As you walk out, I would, and you get out of the shop, I would look, seeing that whole situation, I would point out, you might want to get that thing checked out. This is a real weird town, and you never know.
And as you look back, the shop is gone. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's still there.
While we're around this area, do I notice a destroyed pet shop?
You do notice Mira's House of Habitats. You notice Mira's House of Habitats.
Is it still in one piece?
You notice there are no knobs on the door. It's just a hole.
Yep.
Or there would have been a replacement. It's a handle instead of a doorknob, a wooden handle.
That's what Yup.
Is that all?
Well, she brought it upon herself. All right, let's go, guys.
Siegfried's gonna look around for a shady man.
All right, so are you gonna head to the shadier side of town and look for the gentleman who jingles?
Yep. Jingling man.
He's a
all right, that's in the shopping. His information is all in the shopping document. Give me a sec.
He has a poison knife and drugs.
He does have a poison knife and drugs. That's right. Arcanautus Port District, Arcanautus Slums. Overcoat guy who jingles as he walks. Hereby unnamed.
Oh, no.
As you walk around the district for a little while, Siegfried, as you guys still have like a little while before you have to leave, you do hear a bit of a jingling off down one alleyway, and you pursue it. You see a gentleman large in this overcoat who sees you and notices you. You look like someone looking to buy.
Siegfried's gonna shake his head yes.
Well, what are you buying? And he opens the trench coat to reveal a series of items. Several vials, a couple of daggers, one of which seems to have a slight green tinge along the blade, and seems to have a little bit of a greenish drip right at the end, as well as a staff with a little bird carved into the top of it. Say again, Siegfried?
He's gonna buy both the dagger and the staff.
Okay, so the dagger of venom is 250 gold, or 2,500 gold.
Jesus.
It's fine.
Yeah, and then the staff of bird calls is 300 gold.
Just saying,
And
the
he is happy
dagger
to
isn't
get rid of
really
it.
worth it the dagger isn't really worth it to us at this stage. Just so you know,
You mean?
it's not really strong enough for us anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Relative to what? Your magic flying swords of doom?
No, well, I mean no. I was just talking more about relative damage output. Also, he has his flame tongue greatsword
Which is
that I'd like
notoriously
to add
powerful weapon.
that I would like to point out does more damage than my swords.
It sure does.
But yeah, so I mean, you could still buy it. I'm just saying it takes. I think it takes like an action to activate or something, and it deals additional poison damage.
You can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature.
Yeah, it only works once. It only
I
does
never
extra
said
damage
that.
once.
The dagger was for me.
And the target becomes poisoned for 1 minute.
I give it to
Okay.
a little pot.
Say
You
again?
get a little pup.
No.
Wait, are you giving Lil Puff this dagger
Have
of
the
venom?
dagger.
Poisoned
Okay,
dagger.
so you eventually find Lil Puff hanging out with Huge by your ship. You're doing real travel today, as Lil Puff appears to have after as you arrive there. Actually, this is relevant. As you arrive at the docks and you see Lil Puff sitting on Huge's shoulder as you're walking up with this dagger of venom, Huge will turn to acknowledge you, and Lil Puff is like, "Hi, Siegfried."
Oh no.
It was gonna wave at him.
Hello. And he's gonna plot, and Huge will lower him down off his shoulder. Hello, Siegfried.
All right, and then someone's gonna hand him the dagger.
You're just gonna hand this child the dagger? Oh! Oh! And he grabs it and starts running. Huge is like, wait, what have you got there? A knife! No! And he will chase after Lil Puff. Siegfried, why? That was a huge mistake! He will,
Huge, use the rod, Huge.
He is
Use
now
the
one
rod.
of the most poisonous things on this island.
actually, he's the only poisonous thing on this, in this area. At least
we
in the
killed
water.
all the poison, remember? We killed all the poison.
You didn't kill all the... Well, you killed all the poison, yeah, not all the creatures, necessarily. But, you know, just by transitive property.
I feel like Puff's gonna accidentally stab someone and kill him.
Well,
When it comes,
fine.
we'll deal with it. We're the heroes of this island.
Ah, my leg! And you beat a hasty retreat. I am hugely sorry. And then you're gonna go ahead and head out, alright? Alright, I'm gonna write in my
I
notes,
like how
child...
Huge is the nanny.
I'm gonna write in my notes, child has dagger of venom. Child given knife.
I just like how Huge is not only huge, but he's also a nanny. It's just that's a good time.
Yeah.
So
Well, him and Lil Puff have a connection. They spent a lot of time fishing together at this point.
Mm.
I'm trying to remember, where did I get that immovable rod from?
I think
Movable rod.
you just had it. You acquired it in your previous adventures. I let you have one free magic item when you created your character.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Thank you.
So all right, guys, let's go mop up this moth. Oh fuck. Sorry. My Lyra, Cage.
Alrighty.
My
So
dog
who
almost
is
knocked over
here
the
that
Christmas
will be
tree.
participating in this part?
In the fight?
Is everybody here going to be in this?
Yes.
All right, because I just need to know how many tokens to copy.
Mario, are you
To
fighting?
map. Alrighty. So you guys are traveling along the coast, and it is chilly. It is. There is a cool breeze traveling from the. Here, I'll move you guys on the map to the north here.
Before we start combat, can I
Uh-huh.
like hold an action to before combat starts? To like once we
That's a little
see the
preemptive.
creature, well,
But go ahead.
yeah,
What do you
that's
tell me what you are being on
I
keeping your
wanted
eye out
to
for.
I wanted to activate my wings since this thing can fly. I wanted to activate my wings a little early.
All right.
If I
I
can't,
will
I can't.
Okay. So I'll say you'll need to make we'll see. We'll get there. Okay.
Is this the outpost where those fish guys were?
No, this is a little bit closer on or this would be slightly farther. This is a part of the coastline that you have passed by, but it was irrelevant to your travels. Just a small either fishing post or a small basically a stop along the water for those traveling along the northern border of the island. You see a couple of boats in the water stuck within a sort of slushiness. All of you go ahead and make Constitution saving throws for me as you are continuing to press along in the direction that the breeze is coming from. As it is now very cold. This is a winter breeze coming along.
24?
24, that's easy pass. Siegfried, 18 passes. Anwan passes, and you would get a bonus to this just from having the winter gear.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna. I knew this was
Zen
gonna
with a
happen.
12. As the cold wind is beating down on you, and you're traveling in this for about like 30 minutes to an hour, as it's getting colder and colder as you guys are approaching. You take 1 point of exhaustion as you're moving against the wind here. And you guys do see the grasses billowing, and as you guys are traveling along, you notice Zen trailing behind a little bit.
If I was to cast Flame Blade, would that help me?
Interesting. How long does Flame Blade last? Yes, I bet it's a minute.
Excuse me.
Lasts 10 minutes. I'll say once you start to feel worn out, 10 minutes. Just go ahead and roll again. I'll give you advantage for that. You're expending a spell slot. I'll give you advantage on that as you keep the blade close to warm you. 16, that's a pass. Okay, so you do not have a point of exhaustion, but you're just down a spell slot.
Right.
As you all continue, as Zen is beginning to fall behind, you hear a whoosh, and you notice one of his blades has alit, and he is holding it close for warmth. As you all... Sorry?
That's just
Okay.
neat.
As you all are traveling along, you find yourselves coming upon this Whoa, okay. That's going on the map layer. Thank you. Okay. Back on the token layer. All right, cool. As you all are traveling along, who would be leading the pack? Actually, are you guys in control of your icons here?
Yes.
So go ahead and
Yeah.
place yourselves. You're traveling in this direction, and the breeze is coming from this way right now. From a little bit into the wooded area. It's kind of blowing between the trees. You see leaves with frost affixed to them. A lot of them falling down and cracking against the ground as they seem to be freezing. This is pretty brutal, all things considered. You didn't expect it to be this bad based on just the damage you'd seen at the conflux from those who had investigated and from the wizard itself. This seems a little bit more brutal than you were expecting. Mari, do you have control of your character? Are they there?
They're muted.
Saturn, are you there? Okay, they said they were gonna have to go anyways. So until they come back, we'll just ignore them for now. They'll pretend they're just continuing along with you guys. Anywho, so as you guys are continuing along, everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh.
13, 10, 14. All right.
25.
Oh, from Zen. Very good. So you are able to probably see it. I don't think there's any way you could not see it. Actually, everybody sees it. As you see from between the trees, resting somewhere a little ways in, about 100 feet away to the south of where you are right now, is like this glittering form amongst the now like chilling and sort of turning whitish blue with frost of the trees. You see a deeper blue color sitting amongst like between three treetops, and you do see what appears to be like some kind of shimmering, glassy, slightly see-through form somewhere in the woods there, but it appears to have not noticed you quite yet.
All right, guys. Well, if you have anything to prepare for the fight before it starts, I'd get it ready now. I guess considering that's the case, I'll activate my wings.
I mean,
Oh, and yeah, and Hunter's Mark if I can.
How far are you away from the creature?
Hunter's
I'm
Mark
sorry, you're 100
works for
feet.
90 feet.
It's 90 feet.
I'm 100 feet. Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I
you
guess
just
I'll
move a little bit closer. Yeah, it's right in this
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah, so I move like a little bit forward.
Okay,
And then I'll
and
use
you're
Hunter's
about
Mark
90
and
feet
my
away,
wings.
you said?
Yeah.
All right, so you're able to Hunter's Mark it, no problem. Does it have to make a save or no? Hunter's Mark is just Hunter's Mark.
No, it's just like a mental thing for me.
Okay.
Siegfried's gonna activate his flame tongue and his scourge.
I think I'll
Okay.
prepare a cold creature.
Siegfried, remind me for Scourge, what does that look like? Are you exploding with violent light?
Yeah.
Okay, so Siegfried activates his Scourge, and you see his sword burst forth with energy. Rasiel, you have to step back to avoid being seared by this light, which your current form abhors, as this is a celestial radiance emanating from Siegfried.
Azamar?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're both awesome.
That would be
We're
why.
different types.
Yeah. It's interesting that you're studying demons, and these two gentlemen appear to have celestial blood of some sort. Different lineages, though.
Yeah.
Anwan, how are you preparing / reacting?
I would say hold monster.
What's the distance on that?
I believe probably as long as in my sight.
That's not
I'll
correct.
I said probably
90
let me
feet.
look.
It is 90 feet. It is
Yeah,
the
it's
same
both right.
distance as it's line of sight within 90 feet. 5th level spell, Hold Monster. Okay, so you are going to attempt to cast Hold Monster on this creature. So it has to make a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed. So
where is it? I don't see it on the map.
it is not
It's
on
not
the
on
map.
the
It's
map.
currently outside your field of view.
Oh, okay.
So we're just pretending that it's there, using
Alright, I thought
theater
my
of the
nose lighting
mind.
out.
So I will say, with that, so everybody has activated all their shit.
Well, except for
You're exploding.
Rasiel, if they want to.
You've got your wings for a minute. You're exploding for a minute. Anwan, you have just cast Hold Monster. So that is where we will start. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does a 27 pass?
No, sorry, bro.
And as you see this magical effect attempt to take place on the creature, you guys see the 30-foot wingspan expand out and flap up immediately as the creature bolts in the opposite direction away from you guys.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Guess
Everybody
I triple
get to
dash.
chasing.
I double dash.
Indeed. All right.
I can't even run that far.
All right. So, this is the part where we switch to the other map, and I ask how fast everybody is, and how long will it take you to get 200 feet? How many rounds will it take you to get 200 feet? Yep. As this creature is also double dashing to get away from you.
Wait, it can double dash?
Oh,
I can double
I'm
dash
sorry.
as an
Not,
ability.
it is moving its. I apologize. It is moving its full movement and then dashing. I apologize.
I can only go.
Its movement speed is 100 feet.
No, you might be able to catch up to it, before it arrives at the destination, and we will deal with that when it comes up.
Oh, that was scary. I was like, yo, guys, this might be too much.
It does have a 40-foot movement speed though, so it is moving 80 feet around, and it was already 90 feet away from you.
Oh, Numa's faster than it.
Wait, hold on. How far away is this thing from us now?
Oh, I'm faster than it too.
For narrative purposes, we will say, so everybody write down in chat how far you can move in 2 rounds.
Is this with dashing
Like
or
total.
without?
With just moving.
Oh, with just...
With just moving.
50.
Moving and or dashing.
I don't think I have
Oh.
dash.
Okay, so my
everyone
question
can
is this thing within 240 feet of me?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Right. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at it. I have spell Sniper.
It begins. Okay. So you will get
Alright,
2. I will say you get 1 round of that before it descends and is out of line of sight. But you will also be, if you cast that spell, you will also be the last one to arrive at the scene of the battle. But you will have gotten the first hit in.
Fine.
How does dashing
Okay, so
work?
roll to hit.
Okay,
It's
so
an action to dash. You
Nat
just
20 and a 14.
fuck yeah, dude. So go ahead and roll the damage on that. 1 hits. Let me see if the other one hits. The other one does also hit. It doesn't seem to have a particularly high armor
To answer your question,
Alright, so it's gonna
Anwan,
be 3d10 then. Because you do double dice, correct?
3D. I only do double dice. Yes.
Alright, yep, that's what I thought. 18 damage total.
Okay, so you see, as the blasts impact, the creature doesn't seem to be phased at all by them, and you see a violent flower-like burst of ice explode out from the points on the creature where that damage would have been dealt, as it strikes the wings, and all of a sudden a giant lattice work of ice explodes out, and as the creature flaps its wings, falls to the ground and shatters against the ground. And it's 2 shots, right?
Yeah, 2 shots.
Yeah, and so the natural 20 creates a larger, like, big shattered flower of ice, and then the second shot makes a similar shower of ice that explodes out from the point. And then it
anyone that would
and then it descends out of your line of sight.
Yeah, anyone that would have looked at Rasiel would see him just extend one finger and see this kind of a sigil glow at the tip of his finger as he fires off 2 bolts.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Anwan, the way dashing works is you spend an action or a bonus action if you have an ability that allows you to do so, and you move an additional increment of your movement speed. That's how it works. So you can move 25 feet. So if you were to dash, you would be able to move 50 feet in a turn.
Yeah, that's just normal in general. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And I can move 90 feet, and Numa can move 100 feet in a turn.
Jesus.
I'm having some trouble with math. Sorry. I'm just gonna use a calculator because I don't want to tell you the number.
All right. For Zen for 2 turns.
Okay, yeah, that's
it
what I
will be
thought.
180, and Numa will be 200.
Okay, so we've got fastest in the order. Zen. So it's. Oh wait, Siegfried. What?
All right, so just moving in 2 rounds, I move 80, but
Oh,
dashing
that's the
is 160.
total for 2 rounds. Okay, Zen, is that your total for 2 rounds as well, or just 1 round?
No, that's just 1 round for me.
Okay.
So if you add another round, it will be for Zen.
So it's
100.
definitely. And you know what? Let's just say I'll make this the initiative order as well, just because, for convenience sake.
Mm-hmm.
And the creature I will roll, and it will just be whatever the wherever it sits relative to your movement speeds. Actually, I guess everybody roll initiative for me. Actually, that'll make this easier. Oh, wait, why'd I roll? Wait, did I roll that? Where'd it go? Oh, it didn't actually roll. Whoops. Oh, okay. So it will pretty much. Wow, guys, come on. Okay, all right, okay, guys, hey, come on.
Siegfried, you rolled
You're
twice.
You're all very fast. What's? Why'd you roll 2d20? Oh, okay, yes, that
He
makes
has
sense.
advantage.
All right, Jesus.
Yo, guys,
what the
that
fuck
was
happened, guys?
Well, we're still fast. I'm still fast.
It's cold.
Okay, so
It's cold.
It's cold.
It is actually. It is bitter cold around this creature. And actually, whoever is fastest, which is Zen and Numa, so you guys are able to keep pace with it, no problem, as we enter the battlefield, and you will be the closest to it when we begin. You see it goes, and it is sort of it flitters down from the canopy and is floating about like 5 feet above a large frozen lake that is sort of like in like this slick ice sheet all along the lake. Let me get the icon for the creature. Of course it has that kind of background, naturally. 1, 2, 3. Okay. As this giant ice creature is here. So Numa would probably be within melee with it immediately. Zen, you would be about 10 feet behind. Numa is flying. Zen, are you flying?
Yep.
Okay, so you are also flying. Take 2 rounds down, everybody, from whatever your abilities are.
Say again.
2 rounds
That's
down
just for
from
me and
whatever
Siegfried.
abilities you have.
So.
Oh, okay. So I can use.
And Numa would have also gotten 1 attack. So okay, Zen, and Numa. And who's the next third fastest?
Siegfried.
So Siegfried, you're going to be another 10 feet back.
And then it's.
And then who's next after that? Anwan or Rasiel?
last.
Are you guys the same? Or no,
Rasiel.
Anwan, you're last. So you'll be here, and then Rasiel, you can be anywhere along there.
Yeah, and Rasiel will most likely be last since he did cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I'm sorry, you did cast Eldritch Blast,
Oh,
so you would
yeah.
actually be in the back because you didn't use your full movement to start with. So you two would be back there. So
I don't. Are you moving us? Because I don't see.
I was moving you
any-
guys. Yes. Can
I don't
wait. Are you on the right? Oh, I didn't move you to the
I
right
think
thing.
you're-
Up. Welcome to the actual
There we
battlefield.
go.
Sorry about that, everybody. I was on
It
it.
was
You guys weren't.
pretty.
This is amazing. Man.
I didn't
It
make
was
it.
pretty.
I stole it.
Okay.
this
As
thing
you
got
can see
out,
at
would
the
you say
bottom right.
it could end the world?
No.
No,
Stop.
No.
Stop what you're
God.
doing
No.
right now.
It's a
Okay.
bug.
So, Zen, Numa, Siegfried, all of you take 7 points of cold damage, as just being within a certain radius of this thing is, like, agonizingly cold. Like, frost is, like, accumulating on your skin, and, like, you're having to wipe it away from your eyelashes, just being near this thing. Every time it flaps its wings,
Siegfried has a flaming sword.
it doesn't affect the magical sort of... Okay, so flames help, right, against, you know, the elements and against, like, the environment and whatever. This is a magical icy attack, essentially. Which,
So it has like an aura.
It's an aura, yes. In fact, I could even give the icon an aura if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of which... okay, so this is going to be token settings, shape, circle, diameter 30 feet, 32 feet, or 35 feet because of the icon itself. Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh,
It's 30 feet out from the creature. Okay, so I can just reduce that by, like, 3 feet or something. Okay, that's about right. Yeah, that's... Oh. Wait, why is it based off of that square? Okay, you know what? Here, I'll just...
You have it set to snap the corner.
No, it doesn't matter for this in particular.
All right, I've written down my damage.
You know what? I'll just write it what it is, and then we'll just be done with it. Okay, so it's 30 feet, whatever. That circle is very cold. Anyways, moving on. Everybody rolled their initiative. Let me write it in. And this is just the positioning where, and we said, I said that Numa would be able to get off an attack, right?
Yeah.
So Numa got off an attack before combat started. So Zen, would Numa have attacked, seeing how the Eldritch Blasts reacted to the, hitting the creature?
It would have tried to slash at the wings to
Okay.
try to damage its flight capability.
Gotcha. Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit. I'll say
Right,
just
that-
for all intents and purposes, they'll get. Do they have to? Wait, would it be able to? So it can move if it dashes to, how far in one round?
100 feet.
Numa wouldn't have been able to get off an attack before we reached this point, because they would have had to dash to get up to the point. Sorry, my math was off. I apologize.
Whatever.
Let's
No
continue.
worries.
Let's continue combat as normal with this current scenario. Okay. As you guys enter the radius, you feel this terrible biting cold. Everybody who is on the ground, you do see the slick ice of this lake before you, and it looks like that moving on that might be tough for anybody who's, not flying. Okay. Let me write in the initiatives, and we're good to go. I think at the top of the round is Zen with a 9 and a +6 modifier. Wait, a +6 modifier to initiative, Zen?
Yeah.
He got a 3.
Yeah, but wait, what is the +6 from?
Remember, it's the wisdom rule. If you
Yes.
had,
I keep forgetting about that. Yes, very cool.
What?
What's your wisdom?
if you're,
Wait, what?
Tyler just said, "Wait, what?"
Tyler, you're the one that
Download.
when we first started the campaign, you told me that for
Oh, right.
Hey Tyler, have you been using that?
If the players remember it, I haven't caught it or said anything about it, so yep, go right for it. If you don't want to use that, that's perfectly fine.
Champ, do you mind if we don't use that?
I see.
Because nobody else is remembering it, and the person that I was doing it because I respected just said that he doesn't care.
I mean, I don't care.
Cool. What would it be then otherwise?
It would be I mean, what's 1 minus 9?
-7.
8, but
Come on,
so
buddy.
you have a plus. You have a +4. Got it.
Plus 5.
You have
What
a
the
plus-
hell?
5. My bad. You have. Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So everybody rolled fucking 8. Anwan is 8, and then Anwan, you have a +1, so you are going 3rd. Frost Atlas is going 2nd. Siegfried, you are going last with a 3. Which you rolled twice, which was interesting. And Rasiel, you are going 4th. Rasiel. Okay. Perfect. So, Zen and Numa.
Just give me a sec. I'm getting
Zen,
my
you are up
sheet.
first. You
Yep.
just felt this biting chill from entering within the radius of this creature as you were flying towards it. As it flaps its wings and this frost accumulates on your body.
This is cold as fuck.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's your any exposed skin is like numb whenever the wind passes by it.
I don't think I can. I just wanted to see if I can dual wield with the flame blade spell, but I don't think I can, so never mind. Alright, so I'm going. Oh, I have to.
Hey, is
roll
Hunter's Mark concentration?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Well, no, I'm saying is
Rolling
Hunter's Mark concentration and his flame blade concentration.
Yeah, they are. But
Both
I
of
have to
them?
roll for constant. Yeah, they're both concentration.
So
You
which
only have
one?
one
Which
concentration spell
one
at
are
a
you
time?
keeping?
Well, no, I forgot that I had Hunter's Mark, and
So which one
then
are
I
you keeping?
realized that I can't. I'm keeping Hunter's Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I can't dual
Listen.
wield with it.
Yes, got it. You were thinking about if you wanted to start Flame Blade. Because you used it before and it ended. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was thinking like, oh, if I could dual wield it, that'd be cool. But I'm pretty sure you specifically can't.
Yeah,
So,
understood.
and I just rolled a concentration check to make sure I don't
From the ice
lose.
for the Hunter's Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
All right. So I'm just going to So just so you know what I'm attuned to currently, I'm attuned to the crown,
That helps. Thank you.
the necklace, and the star piercer. So that's what I'm attuned to now currently.
Remind me what your necklace is again?
It's a necklace of health.
Thank you, got it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hit the guy or hit it. I'm gonna try to like I said before, I'm gonna try to damage its wings.
Okay.
Specifically.
As it's flapping about 5 feet, every time these large wings flap, just this flow of ice and wind moving away from it. Are you going up to it to attack?
Yeah.
All right. Can you move yourself?
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
All
So
right.
go ahead and roll to hit.
So my first attack is gonna be with my actually my first 2 attacks are gonna be with the what's it called, the
Star Piercer.
Star Piercer.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Ooh. Very
So
cool. A +10 to hit on both.
okay. Yep. So
Okay, both
that's
hit. So Zen, for the first attack, go ahead and roll your damage. Just the first one.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. That's actually a +9, but still.
They hit.
Okay. So you said roll
Roll
for
the
damage for the first one?
first attack damage,
Okay, so that's a.
And Starpiercer is a magical weapon while you're attuned to it.
Yep.
A little portal opening up on it. Okay, so
That's,
9.
Oh, and wait, I forgot about. Oh, I forgot about my Awesome and Hunter's Mark as well. So
go
so
ahead.
it's 4. So that's 14 plus my level. So that's 23 damage for my first attack.
23 damage. Okay. 23. Calculator. Calc me a later. Okay, so as you strike it for that first hit, you strike at the wings, and it doesn't actually connect with the wing, or at first it doesn't connect with the wings themselves. As you feel it hit about an inch away from the surface of the wings, and it breaks through what appears to be like a translucent or a transparent barrier, like a thin sheet of ice that it just shattered. Which, as it shatters, the blade is encased, and you are temporarily encased in this blast of ice that explodes out from the creature. And that deals
Do I get like a
25
dex?
points of cold damage to you. As
And
you are
I don't get a
pierced by
chance to
these
save?
giant... no, striking it is similar to the Armor of Agathis spell.
I see.
But, however, as you strike at it, and this actually pierces, and you do hit the wing, and it scrapes against it at first, but then you're able to drive it home as you twist, and the drill tip strikes into it. This creature appears to be made out of a glass-like substance. And it strikes true, and the wing recoils and flaps backwards for a moment. As it's flapping backwards, you stab the blade in and tear, and that is your critical hit. So go ahead and roll your damage for the crit, as it now you feel you've shattered that transparent barrier.
Okay, so that's
Oh, so 25
4.
cold.
Yep, I wrote that down.
Okay.
4d. So that's 4d6 plus 5.
Yes.
Crit. So 19.
And as you're striking here at the wings, you appear to be doing damage, but not enough to critically prevent its flying quite yet. And that's another 19 damage.
And am I getting hit with damage again?
No. The barrier appears to have faded from around the creature. Those eldritch blasts appear to have weakened the energy, and now your physical strike there appears to have pierced through that barrier, and it is no longer there.
All right, I'm gonna use my offhand. Oh, I have to see if I still have concentration.
Oh yes, that was 25 damage. So, is it rounded up or rounded down for it? I think it's rounded down. Whatever. I think saves round down. Okay. So 12. Hunter's Mark goes away.
Okay, so my last attack won't have Hunter's Mark if I hit.
Oh, that is from the first hit. So does that subtract any of that damage from that dice?
From the one I just rolled.
Yeah.
The 4d. Yeah. That would take away 2d6.
Well, it would take away the second die for each thing, so it would take away the 4 and the 2.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we want? You know what? Do you want to re-roll it, or do you? Sorry.
Sure.
Just re-roll it. That'll be fresh. That'll be. So you would get 2d6 plus 5 for the damage. We'll just adjust that. Okay, so 8.
So 8 damage.
Okay. For the sake of math, how about I make that 9? So you dealt 9 damage to it because I don't want to do the 1 extra point of math. And just because the tear was very lovely. Okay, anywho. All right,
I'm
is that
roll
the end of your...
What? Just the first one. The first one.
Whoa.
22. I I misclicked. I meant to
Okay.
press down.
And
but
this
I
is what,
pressed
your
up.
offhand?
Yeah.
And what are you wielding in your offhand?
It's a +1 short sword.
Okay, it is a magical weapon, yes. So go ahead.
And oops, I clicked D8. Sorry.
Go ahead and just re-roll that.
8.
Okay, and that deals another 8 points of damage to the creature.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 2 turns.
All right. Okay, that was Zen. I believe Numa is next.
And I'm just gonna attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. As you end your turn, you take 2d6 cold damage if you end your turn there.
Okay, so I take damage at the beginning of the turn and the end of the turn?
No. That was from traveling and being adjacent to it as you were traveling.
Oh, okay.
As you were keeping pace with it.
Uh,
I will say, if you would like to move out of range, you may do so because you are aware that this is a thing. If you have the movement
but then I'll get an attack of opportunity. I'll just. So what's the damage?
11 points of cold damage.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, that was near max roll too, so.
All right. And then I'll have Numa fucking pop it twice.
And then Numa gets ready to rumble because it's eviscerate time.
Let me just make sure that's the right mon. I believe it's a +9. It is indeed a +9. A 13 and a. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 just hits.
Okay, so they both hit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, so 2 hits.
I know this undercuts it, but I think I'm just gonna start rolling Numa's attacks as when I do it like this as D6s because I'm sick of having to roll a separate D8, and I'm fine with missing out on 1 potential damage. To be completely honest, it's just annoying.
Sure, whatever you'd like. And the D8s are from the force damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, the D8 is from the weapon type. The D6s are from the force damage. But I'm just sick of rolling 2d6 and then a d8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, so it's the modifier for the damage is 2, 6, 7.
Are you sure you're not going to regret that later?
It's 1 damage.
Okay.
On average.
Okay.
And I can always just change my mind some other time.
Yeah,
but
because
it's just
you could have it be normal. Okay, gotcha.
It's a lot cleaner this way. So 35 damage.
Yes, some massive hits as it is chopping and breaking away at aiming at the wings, I assume.
Mm-hmm. The same wing.
Yes, same wing. As you are both chopping and hacking away at this wing of this creature. And it has taken a pretty significant chunk, specifically to that wing. And it looks like its flight may be slightly impaired at this point. You're not 100% sure. But this creature seems relatively hardy. Okay. And as you are striking, it is cracking. But it is not shattering the surface of this creature's wings. It is there. The natural 20 was able to make a tear and has started the process. And you do see little shards falling out of that tear, but besides that, you're striking and it's just dealing that extra damage and cracking along the surface. Sorry, say again. You were gonna ask.
How much damage does Numa take?
They end their turn there.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah.
Okay, they end their turn and they take 5 points of cold damage.
Okay.
All right. Next up in the turn order is the Frost Atlas. All right, the Frost Atlas is going to so it is going to move. It is going to flap its wings. And can it see you? Yes, it can see all of you. Okay. As you see this creature tilt its head to the side, these large antennae sort of bristling with icicles that as it shivers and quivers the antennae, it seems to, like, the icicles seem to extend slightly and hang down. Instead of standing up, they get heavier and heavier and begin to hang as these icicles are now hanging off of the creature's wings and legs as it flaps once to get to the other side of you. Or it would want to be slightly above you all. So it will go about 10 feet up in the air.
So would that get attack of opportunities from me and Numa?
I think it would get an attack of opportunity from Numa, but you would be just within its range still, so Numa can make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
As it's essentially flying just above you. It's not 10 more feet up, it's just 10 feet up. And you didn't land, I assume, on the ice.
No, I never landed.
Yeah, okay. So Numa can make an opportunity attack. Yeah, it's a hit, believe it or not. Alrighty. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Dang, okay, that's a tough roll. So 13 points of damage. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Plus 10. All right, another good hit on the Frost Atlas. As the creature, you see these icicles. The creature shudders for a moment and flaps its wings violently, suddenly, once, twice, and the third time it flaps its wings, all of the icicles fall off onto the ground, and the downdraft from the wind sends them, and just chunks of ice flying out from it in a 30-foot radius. So everybody everybody except Mari, who is just flying into the scene now and has landed in a tree over here. So, Mari, just roll yourself into initiative for me. Everybody else make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a con.
What do we
Or
decide
wait, is it
the
con or
United
strength?
States-
Sorry, one sec. I wrote Constitution saving throw.
Okay, DM, what did we decide my pastry to be?
Patron?
Yeah, Warlock.
It was
I'm
said on
sorry?
a sheet.
It says it on your sheet.
We said the Chuckling Father. That was his name.
Yeah.
Was it a fin or? Because there's some other stuff I was supposed to get from him.
Did you not build your character?
I'm pretty sure it would have been in my character sheet if that was the case. You see, will get back to me on
Okay.
that one.
What? All right, that's possible, but also it is extremely vital to the whole warlock thing. I'm surprised that you didn't do this beforehand. As I tell all my players, you guys are in charge of your character sheets. That's not really on me. Okay, I guess, sounds like a fiend.
What kind?
Okay, good. Thank you. That's all.
The Chuckling Father was either a fiend or an old one. I'm not sure what I told you because it was a while ago. It would be cool if you had written it down, but that's all right.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm like
we good.
90%
Now-
sure I told you that day that I told you about it. So anyways, that said, moving on. Where was I? Damage for everybody. Who rolled their
Con
saves? I
saves.
see no
No,
con saves
it's
unless
27.
that's...
We,
Okay,
we were-
27
we
from
were waiting
Sig. I
for
got
that then.
Rasiel. I need Anwan,
So
and I need Zen and Numa.
You said con, right?
Constitution, yes.
yeah, it's con.
That con.
Okay. Oh,
So I'll roll myself first.
The DC was 17 on
Uh,
that.
Oh,
Mm.
I failed. And now it's Numa's turn.
Dark One's luck. Add a
Numa
D10.
Numa passed, but I failed.
Okay, so Zen, Anwan, Rasiel. Okay, so Zan, Anwan, and Rasiel have failed the save. So, this is the Glacial Whirlwind. All creatures within a 30-foot sphere centered on the Frost Atlas make a DC 17 con save or take 66 cold and 3d6 bludgeoning damage and are moved 15 feet in a straight line away from the Frost Atlas and are knocked prone.
66. Okay. In my head, I heard 66, and I was like, "What?"
We're gonna die. I'm not dying again.
I was like, "I'm
Jesus.
dead."
20
Okay.
cold, and you are moved 15 feet in a
I
straight...
cast Absorb Element.
All right, you cast Absorb
Ooh,
Elements.
I also cast
I was-
Absorb Elements. That's smart.
I also said before you said this, the Dark One's own luck, because it lets me add a D10.
Oh, so go ahead and roll
And-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dark One's own luck is Fiend, so you would be a Fiend Warlock.
2.
That's still not enough, unfortunately. Sorry.
And
So I'm at
Anwan, the battle map limit, so you're there, and then Rasiel is the other one who failed. Rasiel, you hit a rock and you're stuck right there.
Alright.
You guys are knocked
And
prone.
also, you said there's also bludgeoning damage involved.
There is bludgeoning damage. Yes, I will get to that.
Okay.
Blue is
Alright.
probably the worst color I could have fucking roll 20, please work. Thank you. Not gonna work anymore? Thanks, great. Okay. Green, I guess I'll do for prone. It didn't like it being at the top of the page, apparently. Alright, Zen, you would skid an extra 5 feet as you're knocked onto the ice, and you slide.
God damn, my fly!
Yeah, as you both, all three of you are knocked prone by this whirlwind of ice that sweeps you off your feet, knocked 15 feet straight line away, and are knocked prone. On a success, the damage is halved and the target is not moved or knocked prone, and it was 3d6 bludgeoning. So it's 11 bludgeoning.
oh god.
Okay, so you guys took 31 damage.
At least it wasn't 66.
You said 31?
Yeah, 31. Unless you used Absorb Elements, where it's 21.
Yes, and I will let you guys do the math on that.
Yeah, 21.
And then those who saved, 10 cold and 5 bludgeoning.
So 15.
Except Siegfried, are you raging?
No,
I
not
don't
yet.
think so. I didn't think you got the opportunity. So everybody else takes 15, except Mari, who's out of the range. So Numa and Siegfried take 15. All right, I believe that is the end of that creature's turn.
I've been walloped.
GWCD. All right, cool beans. Next up in the turn order is Anwan. Anwan, you are up. You are currently prone.
I can't do anything until I get unprone, can I? Guess I'll do that then. I'll get unprone, and then I'll use Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
And Eldritch Blast. What con do I need? Charisma.
Charisma.
That's a hit and a miss. So go ahead and roll your d10 for the first hit.
No, that was Mari's
That
roll.
was
Just
Mari.
roll
Oh,
again.
that's Mari in initiative?
Roll again. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, oops.
And
Your
That's a
second
miss and a
one hit.
miss. Oh, I'm sorry, miss and a hit. It has
thought-
13 AC. 13 AC.
okay, and that will be, and I get to roll my invocation for a contrib. I get to add my con modifier to the damage.
Your charisma modifier.
No, not con, charisma. Thank you.
Yeah, you have agonizing blast.
Yep.
All right, so roll 1d10 plus whatever your charisma modifier is.
3.
All right, so 1d10 plus 3.
Nice.
All right, that is
He
8
dealt
points
8.
of force damage to the creature. as it strikes true against the creature's hide.
I am at least trying to do something.
And you are no longer prone, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Boop. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. You take 5 cold damage, Anwan, as the freezing aura of being near this creature encompasses you. As you reach your fingers out to fire your Eldritch Blasts, you see a bit of frost collecting at the tips, and you have to shake it off. All right, next up in the turn order is... I wrote Rasiel here, but I didn't write their initiative. What was it again?
I think it
5.
was like
5. Okay, thank you.
It was 5.
All right, so Rasiel, what are you doing? You're currently prone.
All right, Rasiel's gonna stand up.
Okay, have your
And-
movement to stand up.
And he's going to go and extend his hand forward, and he's gonna cast Spike Growth.
Ooh.
nice.
It is currently 10 feet in
Is
the air.
Yeah. Yep, it covers a 20-foot radius sphere. Wait, 20-foot radius sphere? No, never mind. That's ground. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
it's all just 20-foot
I
sphere.
figured.
Yeah. All right. In that case, instead. All right. You know what? Yeah. You see Rasiel like bring both of his hands back, and each one starts to have this rune glow on them. He then slams his hands down, and he's gonna cast Searing Sleet Storm.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet.
that sounds amazing. That
Uh-oh.
sounds like a
Right,
finishing move.
so
Interesting.
that is a it's a 20-foot radius, 80-foot tall cylinder.
Uh-huh, and where are you centering this 20-foot radius?
Yeah.
Yeah, directly on the thing.
All right.
Or actually, no, it's-
Great,
yeah,
fantastic.
directly on the thing.
All right.
You're hitting 2 other
Uh-huh.
allies.
You are, yeah.
Wait, no, never mind. Back towards the back corner over here.
Towards the back corner over here. All right. Got
Yeah,
it. All
like,
right.
yeah,
Cool,
the
cool,
corner.
cool. Great, fantastic. So you're gonna hit these 2 instead of these 2? So I assume
let's
you
try there.
mean you're gonna put it over here, unless you want to keep the creature
Yeah,
within the.
that's
So
much
here's the thing
better.
about Searing Sleet Storm: you want to keep him in the radius, right? Or do you just want the initial damage?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep him in the radius,
All right,
so
so
I'm trying to
tell-
like position it in a way.
I won't say anything. Tell me what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, so he's trying to cast Searing Sleet Storm in an area that's going to still be in it, and since the Searing Sleet Storm can't actually be moved. Oh wait, never.
So what are you doing?
Okay, he's gonna cast it right over here instead, actually.
So right here,
So
right
that's
at this point.
I believe so, unless he can get it 1 square closer without actually harming anyone else.
It is currently going to harm the same 2 people that it would harm if it was on.
Okay, move it down 1 square then. Down into the right 1 square.
Okay. So that would
Okay.
only harm the creature, and it would be
Ah.
like searing its wings. Its injured wing.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
I'm
works.
gonna
Does this do
create
fire damage?
crap, I just lost it.
Okay.
20 and it
I mean,
was
it
this.
seems-
I've never heard of this spell before.
It's a
It's
homebrew
one of the
spell.
one. It's one of the ones in Caesar's Dock of Chaos.
Indeed. Tyler brings all the good homebrew shit. All right.
Yeah. right, so
Apparently this isn't an
20
icon, so I can't add an aura to it, so that's annoying.
Give me just a second. I
Give me
can.
one sec. I got it. No results were
All
found
right.
for the fucking fire. Yeah, fuck you. Here, I got a ring of fire here. That's
All right.
That's stupid, but whatever. It's fine. That'll do. So it's right here, and it is how far? What's the radius?
20-foot
20 feet.
radius.
20-foot circle, and the tint will be
Yeah.
In the fire.
red. Okay. Got it. So that is your Searing Sleet Storm. As you guys see this,
All
Tyler, you can describe it.
Yeah. So as he slams down his hands, you see this energy almost make ripples through the ground. One of the trails of energy coming from his right hand is red, and the other one is blue. It comes right to that point, shoots almost up into a beam, and soon after there's these hot coals and sleet raining from the sky in that area.
Oh, it's like raining down. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
As
All
you.
right, and it has to succeed a con save.
All right, it has to make a Constitution save. All right. Okay. Con mod is got it. Not great. It is a butterfly. Does a 14 pass?
No, it doesn't. So it's going to take the full damage and also just put one marker on it so I know how many times it's failed.
Okay.
All right. So
I will add
right,
that to the red bar. So
all right.
1.
All right. So that is 9 fire damage.
Okay, it takes 9 fire damage.
And then 10 cold damage.
And it takes 0 cold damage.
That's what I assumed.
All right. As you see the coals spark and like ting 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 off and leave little scorch marks on this glassy surface. One sec. What was the fire damage again? 10 or 9?
9.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, and you can see like whatever was glowing on his hands, it definitely appears to have like this smoke coming off it now on both hands actually.
Yeah, as you guys see this column of coals and sleet raining down. The sleet seems to just simply stick to the surface and adhere for a moment before fading away, but the coals leave scorch marks as they fall down and bludgeon into this glassy surface, and it makes a very distinctive noise, like throwing a rock against reinforced glass. It's very distinctive. This is a cacophonous battle, the howling wind created by this creature's wings and this roaring storm. Is that the end of your turn?
No, and as my bonus action, I'm going to touch a couple pieces of. I assume there would be either ice or rocks on the ground.
There's icy rocks on the ground.
Okay, and he's going to cast a magic stone on 3 of them and just kind of motion towards them to anyone nearby.
That's a cantrip?
Yep, cantrip. Yep.
Perfect. Okay, you've magic stoned some rocks.
Yes.
I don't like those stones.
They do a d6 plus 4.
Nice.
With a plus 8 to hit.
I don't like those stones.
That's another campaign. Let it go.
All right. Next up. That was just Anwan, Rasiel, Siegfried. Siegfried, you're up, buddy. What's the did you take the cold damage for the turn, Rasiel?
Yes, I
No.
Oh
you
wait,
roll it yet, Ed.
There it is.
Wait. Okay, so the cold damage is from what?
It's really...
at the end of your turn, you take damage for being within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And also, could you expand the Steering Sleet Storm icon to actually cover the 20-foot radius, just so it's simpler for people to see it?
Does it not cover the 20-foot radius?
No.
We don't see
on my end, it doesn't.
I only see the circle, the small red
yeah,
circle.
Yeah, I see the little one there that only covers 1 square.
What? You guys can't see the radiuses?
No.
There's a way you can probably show to players.
I mean, just like grow the token.
That doesn't...
Oh wait, if you
I'm an asshole. There is a C button.
Yep, there it is. Okay. Yep, there's the radius.
All right.
Oh.
That explains. Okay, yeah, much more clear now.
I gotta get out of this radius before
there you go, guys. All right, back in business. All right, now we all... So, because if something doesn't exist and I'm talking about it, it's... All right, yeah, sorry. We're good. So now you know what's up. All right, so sorry, continuing.
Okay, so
you took 7 cold damage at the end of your turn, Rasiel.
Already accounted for.
Already accounted for? All right, cool. Next up in the turn order is Siegfried. Siegfried, you're up. What are you doing?
Move forward and
Excellent.
my bonus action. I'm gonna rage.
My nose just started bleeding. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna head out?
Oh.
Again, I'm so sorry.
What's that?
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it, man. You're good. Do what you gotta do. All right.
My bonus action.
Sorry.
I'm gonna activate rage.
You are now raging.
Then I'm gonna swing twice.
As you swing
He's
twice,
very angry.
the ice sticking to your... Oh, why is this not working? Come on, roll 20. Okay, there we go. Sorry, moving on. Roll to hit. As you are just on the edge of this icy lake as you're... Wait, how are you hitting it?
With my
It is
flame
10
tongue.
feet in the air.
What's in the air?
It is 10 feet
Yeah.
flying in the air, yes. It is floating
Oh, I thought
just
they
out of
smacked
your
it down.
reach. You could jump up to hit it if you are so inclined, but you are right on the edge of that icy lake, so I would require a acrobatics check to maintain your balance. And depending on how high you roll, you could either attack... you have multi-attack, right?
Yeah.
So, depending on how well you are able to keep your balance, you can either attack once or twice, or none. So,
okay.
With a 10, you're able to attack once. With a 15 plus, you're able to attack twice. And with
So what do I roll?
below a 10, you're unable
Acrobatics.
to. Acrobatics. This is to maintain your balance.
You could do a Siegfried.
Unfortunately, as you leap up
I
to
can't.
go strike, you actually slip on the edge of the lake as its wing lifts up, and you timed it just not quite right. As you then slam down and take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from slipping over and like twisting your ankle a little bit on the ice, but you're able to get back up and back into position. I'll say you're still able to move or whatever you need to.
All right, so I'll just end my turn, and
It does
it's within
take
10 feet, right?
It is within 10 feet of you, so now it takes how much damage?
So does damage round up or down?
Up.
Up.
All right, so it would take 5.
Okay, it takes 5. Unless the ability says round down. Because I know for the racial abilities, I think it says round down. I'm not positive, though.
Let me check.
I'm like 90% sure that for racial abilities, it's round down. It doesn't particularly matter, so I'll just do 5 for now. But let me know if that's wrong. As it does take the radiant damage. And you taking that damage, also, your rage stays up and everything. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed,
Sup?
did it react, or did its body
It says
react in a
rounded up.
particular way when it got hit with the fire?
No, it appears not. The fire seems to be it's like hot coals and stuff. They appear to be hitting the surface and leaving scorch marks on the outside carapace of the creature. It seems to... It doesn't like it, and it is affected by it, but it doesn't seem particularly weak to it. For one reason or another.
All right.
But it does
So
take
I
normal
ended my
damage
turn.
from it.
How much damage would it take?
You just ended your turn. You take 2d6. So you take 8 points of cold damage. All right. Next up in the turn order is Mari at the top of the round. Siegfried, that was the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, Mari, you're up.
Mari bleeding.
Remember?
Oh yeah, Mari's gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mari's
moves-
just watching.
Okay, so Mari is watching with great anticipation. Next up is Zen. Zen, you are up.
I'm gonna move back slightly,
Okay.
and
As you feel the cold winds biting at you less as you exit this certain radius. You're still flying, right?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Actually, you were knocked prone,
well.
if I recall correctly, and this is your first turn being back, right?
Yeah, so I can.
So
I
you would
mean,
have been
I
knocked
can
onto
still
the
move
ice.
15.
It requires
can
half
move
your movement
15
to get
feet.
up. But then, yes, you can move
Yeah, so
15
it's
feet, so yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still flap your wings, no problem.
And as I'm going to. Should I heal or should I summon? I'm going to fuck it. I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna cast a. What was the name of my spell? Conjure animals. Sorry, let me get the right name. It is indeed conjure animals. I'm gonna cast conjure animals.
You summon Stayfjords that take the form of beasts that appear in unoccupied spaces you can see within range. Choose one of the following options. Okay, so you choose. Do you have a what do you choose?
I'd like to choose. The only flying beast are fucking the
Well,
the ones
you
I summoned.
choose the category. I choose the beast. But you can suggest.
I see. Well, I would like.
If there is one that is more appropriate to the scenario, something more appropriate will be spawned.
Well, I need something that can fly. That's really. I'd like
All right.
I'd either want 2 beasts of rating 1 that can fly, or 1 beast that rating
This is something that you
2
have to
that can
choose.
fly.
This is the only thing it says. You have to choose one of the following.
Then I'll choose 2 beasts.
2 beasts
of rating
of
1 that can fly, because I know I don't think there are any beasts of rating 2 that can fly. There's not a lot of beasts.
All right, let me get my list of beasts here. And you are looking at challenge rating 1, correct?
Yeah, that can fly.
Okay. Challenge rating 1 that can fly. All right, go ahead and roll 1d20 for me.
Come on, what is with my rolls?
I'm not looking. What was it?
I got a 5.
You got a 5? As you summon 2 portals forth, and the spell begins to take shape, you suddenly get this weird familiar feeling as you hear a horrible from from the 2-headed awful white birds that you summon forth from the ether. These 2 dire gulls that appear suddenly, teeth in their beaks and bloodshot eyes that immediately are apprehensive to the cold as they are flapping around, angry and looking at everything. But you now have 2 dire gulls.
Attack the moth's wings.
All right, perfect. And they go for Mari and tear them to shreds with their 4 heads.
Attack the frozen moth's wings.
Oh, we have fun
Save
here.
the other moths for later.
Okay, got it. Let me get those. Boop, where do you want them?
I want them on it.
On it?
I want
Okay.
them on the thing.
They are flapping in the air around it. Do they roll their own initiative?
Well, it's up if you want them to, or they can just go after me. I'm just having them bite them or peck
roll
or whatever
initiative
the
for
fuck.
the summon creatures as a group. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna do that because you own the initiative right now with your large quantity of creatures. Oh man, these are fast as fuck, boy. They fucking tear out of these portals, both heads screaming. All 4 heads screaming. It's terrifying and beautiful. Alright, so I will add 2 dire gulls above Mari. Okay. Alright. And they got a 20-ish. It's got a modifier, but let's not worry about it. Okay, that was... is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess. I don't have another bonus action that I really care. You know, I'll use a bonus action to fly up.
You're dashing?
Yeah, I'll move a little bit back and I'll fly up the rest.
Okay, you move. How far is that for you?
5 feet and then 25 feet up. So I'm like 30 feet in the air right now.
Okay. Gotcha. Next up is Numa, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Numa attack the same wing again.
So that whole wing, or at least a majority of it, is currently in a searing sleet storm. If you want, they can kind of go above the creature and strike at the wing, perhaps.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to go above it anyway,
All
so
right,
I could
perfect.
try to like make it drop so Siegfried can maybe hit it without
Gotcha. I was gonna
trigger
say
skating.
they could attempt to shove the creature down with the shove action as well.
Yeah, but it goes next, so it'll just get back up.
Well, that's true. Okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and
I would-
attack.
it would- yeah. So I'll attack twice.
All right, go ahead and strike.
Those
That's
both
2
hit.
hits, believe it or not.
40.
Alrighty. That's massive damage to this thing as you're tearing into its wing, and at this
Oh,
point,
it scared me.
sorry.
Sorry, the Discord sound went off and it scared me.
Oh, you thought you lost us?
No, I thought I died.
Oh, I see.
Like my personal self. It was a sudden noise.
So keep explaining what happened.
Yeah, I just lost track of the number. because
40
I started
damage on
talking.
wing.
40 damage on wing, okay. And that's a critical strike against the wing as it tears through, and you see as you're chipping away, or as Numa is chipping away at the wing, they're able to crack, and you all hear a sound like a glass pane shattering, and you see this wing loses a lot of its internal structure and sort of begins to crumble away. And you hear like this weird tinkling cry, like the sound of glass. The creature is making the sound of glass falling to the ground from its wing falling to the ground, but it seems to shake itself and clap its antennae together and makes a similar noise, seemingly in frustration and pain, as you have critically injured its left wing.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'll say that since you've been aiming at that this whole time, that'll just reduce the damage from its that'll reduce the save DC for its glacial wind, and that will also reduce the damage from its wing-based attacks.
How far is this?
And it also well, I'll say it's knocked down out of the sky at this point from flying. It could still attempt to fly, although it would be difficult for it to do so, half speed. But yes, you were able to knock it down, and its 6 legs kind of land and scrape against the ice as it kind of is shifting back and forth, trying to seemingly shift its head around to look at the thing that's striking at it. Is that the end of your turn? Its turn?
Yeah.
All right, Numa takes 4 points of cold damage.
Oh, I forgot about that. Damn it.
Okay.
All right, 4 points.
And next up in the turn order is the Frost Atlas. I roll a d6. That's 2, so that is not recharged. So it is going to go ahead and it has to do something that it can see within range. It hates the guy holding the flaming sword in front of it, but it also hates the thing that just stabbed through its wing. So it is gonna... I'll say it's gonna do 1 strike at both of you.
Damn.
As it goes ahead and it stares intently at you for a moment. Siegfried, go ahead and make a...
It's a save?
Yeah, give me a sec. DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, well, I thought it was going to be an attack.
Victory pass. It has to.
22.
Yeah, that's a big pass. And then is the damage gone or reduced? Half damage, no additional effect. Okay, so that was 4d6, and then we'll split that in half. Okay, so you take 10 cold damage.
Whoa.
As its gaze stares into you, and you feel your fingers going numb for a sec, but you're able to avoid the secondary effects. And then it shifts its form over, and its antennas whip around in the direction of Numa, and Numa has to make the same Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
No.
All right, so it just fails.
That sucks.
So it takes 4d6 cold damage. So 11 cold damage.
Oh, I got lucky.
And also it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So I'll just put a little blue icon over there.
It's really funny because it is a weapon.
It is a weapon.
Yes, quite.
That is.
Alrighty. That is the end of its turn. When does the damage proc for a Searing Sleet Storm?
At the start of the creature's turn.
What? Oh, okay. So it would have taken the damage at the start of the turn. So please go ahead and roll the damage for that.
Oh, yep. Yep, sorry.
Is this tick number
Alright,
2?
so 3 fire. Yes. So that's actually going to be plus another D8 for the fire damage. Do you want me to?
Don't
do you want
bother
to even
rolling.
roll the full damage?
Don't
Okay.
bother rolling the.
All right, so it's a total of 10 fire damage because the first 2 D8s was fire.
Yeah, 10 fire damage. As you
Yeah.
guys notice, that storm of coals and sleet appears to be getting progressively more violent as it is sort of kind of whipping around in almost like a tornado at this point. Or not
did it make
not
the
that
save?
violent, but it is coming down heavier than it was before. Sorry, there was a
did it
saving
make-
throw?
Yeah, it makes a save at the start of its turn.
Oh,
It
I'm
takes half
sorry.
damage on success. Yeah,
What was the save? Dex?
on.
Con, okay, my bad.
Yep, you're good.
That's a fail.
And it fails anyway, so yeah. And it
Uh,
also gets another tick of the failure.
I did write that down already because I assumed. Sorry,
Alright.
and what was the total damage again? Could you say for me out loud?
10.
10.
It's 10. Yeah.
10 fire damage, okay.
Yes.
It's looking a little rough at this point. It's looking pretty rough. As you see, the wing has you see like shards of what appear to be like this glass-like ice within the wing. Like imagine having a rock thrown at a glass pane. It looks a little bit like that. Still like bits and bobs left around the edges that it maybe could use, but you're pretty sure this creature is pretty well crippled at this point. All right.
Yeah.
Is that
triple.
that is the end of the Frost Atlas' turn. Anwan, you are up.
Oh, sweet.
Run, boy.
Yeah, Oh. How does? Oh shit! Give me a second. That is. I will not make it outside this.
You'd also be
Now what's
moving
the
into
goal?
the woods, which is difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's even harder.
Can't you teleport?
Yes, but that would be my last spell slot. No, let's fight expanded. Fuck.
What are you
Are you
thinking?
gonna die from the damage this turn?
Just gonna move right behind.
Okay, so it's not on the map, but technically you could move further north.
Why don't you just move right here in this space? Wait, I'm using the wrong thing.
So if
like
we just
right here,
if we just say
'cause
you're
this is
further,
technically outside of it.
yeah, you could
Yeah,
just
I'm
move there, and
moving
we'll say you're
further
outside the
back.
range.
Okay, so I'm outside the range. Now I can probably do this. Would be, I guess. Screw it. Eldritch Blast one more time.
Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and roll 2
Don't
attacks.
forget you roll twice.
One.
You definitely have more than a +3 to your attack roll modifier.
It would be +7. So he hits both times.
Yeah,
Okay.
Does
Bad mind.
does he? 13 for
Because he has
4
a
plus 9 is
16 for
13.
his
Yeah, I'm
charisma.
silly. Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, that hits both times. So roll 2d10 plus charisma modifier
6.
twice, which would be 6. As these bolts of arcane force slam into the creature again, assailing it as it is skittering atop the icy lake.
And you'll be hitting the wing, by the way.
Are you aiming for the same damage wing or the other wing?
Same damage wing.
Okay. Good damage roll. As you go ahead and strike true. That's
You will no longer fly.
another 19 points of damage. Okay, this thing looks critically injured. It is just barely on the cusp. As these two bolts strike it, one in the wing, and then the other careens slightly off center, but actually catches it right in the face. And you see the icicles that form on the antenna get whipped off by this strike as its head is slammed to the side by the force of the strike.
Yes.
Will that be all?
I'm going to pop a potion. Well, can I? As a bonus
If
action?
you see fit, yes. I will remind you that the creature appears critically injured currently.
About to die, my man. Don't worry, Siegfried loves finishing things off.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna pop a potion, a greater heal potion, since I have one of those, and just call it afterwards.
So you're gonna use a greater healing potion. Are you sure?
Yes, I am at 11.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Yeah, okay. That actually does make sense. Okay, sure. So you're using greater healing. Do you need me to get you the dice for that, or do you know them?
Yes, please give me the dice for that.
All right.
Greater healing?
4. Nope, that's wrong. Oh, is it 4d4 plus 4?
think it's
That doesn't seem
44.
right. Oh, is it? Okay, so 4d4 plus 4.
The superior is 8d4 plus, I think
8
8.
probably. It's all the same number.
Ah, shit. That's a lot.
You want to roll that, or should I? So
You
7 plus
heal
4.
13. I mean 11.
Oh,
Heal
7
11.
plus 11, thank you.
No, caps lock is on. Whoops.
Heal.
Eel.
22.
Nice. All right, that's the end of your turn. You're outside the radius. Next up in the turn order is Rasiel. Rasiel, you are up.
All right.
You're maintaining your concentration on the sleet storm.
Yes. And what he's going to do is
Searing sleet
he's
storm.
going to, yes, he's going to take a step back into the forest over here. I assume that's out of the range of the cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
And then he's
at that point, you're light. It's also lightly obscured from your vision.
okay. Not
Just
that it
with the
matters because I have
foliage and everything.
sniper.
Well, that doesn't matter then.
I
There you
have
go.
sniper. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And now, I just realized that Eldritch Blast does the more damage than Witch Bolts right now. So
Hey,
Eldritch Blast.
Did we ever hit the top of the round after no, we haven't. Okay, so yeah. So Eldritch Blast.
next-
Roll to hit.
Yes. First one, second one, both hit.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Kill it.
You could.
And 19 damage.
Ah, that's a good number. In fact, that's more than the number
Yeah.
you needed. How do you want to do this?
All right, so Rasiel actually just kind of stumbles backwards into the forest, and he kind of just braces his arm against a tree with his other hand, and he just kind of points forward. You see a little glow with the tip of his finger that's in the shape of some kind of sigil, and then just goes bang bang, shooting one bolt through one of the wings, and then the other one directly to its antenna. Like right at the
Excellent.
base of its antenna.
As you fire at the other wing, you see this Eldritch Bolt strikes true and actually seems to pierce through what appears to be some kind of chink or maybe natural weakness in the armor as it pierces through, and you see that glass shatter and explode out from the other non-damaged wing at this point. Glass shards, glassy like ice falling to the ground and scattering against the frozen lake. You hear the shh of all the ice moving along the lake in the wind. The weakened wind at this point. And then finally, this final bolt strikes up and then true straight down into the skull cap of the creature. The icicles that were beginning to reform on the antenna explode off of it as the antenna and the entire scalp bursts forward off of the creature, and it stands for a moment before slowly you see from the tips of the wings down, it begins to slowly crack. Its entire form is beginning to shatter from the tips of the wings as they begin to fall away, and it's slowly beginning to crack and shatter towards the center of its form. You guys probably have one round before it just completely shatters away.
Yeah. After Rasiel sees that it shatters, he's just gonna go and drop his Searing Sleet Storm.
Okay, so you drop Searing Sleet Storm. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Siegfried, make a perception check and Numa, make a perception check.
What about the seagulls? They like shiny things.
Actually, these seagulls like meaty things.
So you're saying they don't like shiny things at all?
They can also roll, but only roll only roll once for them. Okay.
Because they have a quarter of a brain in each head.
Siegfried got a 3.
Siegfried got a 3. Ooh, pretty. It's falling apart. How cool.
You said perception checks, correct?
Only for the people closest to the object.
Okay.
Numa had to make one.
It's just a flat roll.
Flat perception check. Flat roll. I'm sorry.
Oh wait. No, it's not proficient because
Question: do I have to do this finishing, or does anyone have to? Because I get temporary hit points after we kill a hostile creature.
No, none of that this time. So the 17 is for Numa.
And the seagulls got a 5.
Nice. So Numa is able to notice and communicates immediately to you, Zen, as the wings are crumbling and beginning to fall apart, and it reaches to the body, and the body is beginning to crack away. Numa can see within the creature with their blind sight. They notice just as it's beginning to crack away that there is eggs within this creature, within its abdomen.
Oh.
Destroy the eggs.
Destroy? Alright, and they swiftly eviscerate the rest of the creature's body as these little snowflake shaped, like bigger than like actually visible, sort of jutting out spiky snowflakes that contain little pupa are destroyed by Halo as they are scattered like little snowdrops away, and the chill immediately leaves the vicinity.
Damn it!
The dire gulls begin
eyeing.
They
had one more move, guys.
The dire gulls begin eyeing the party voraciously. The Fey entities overtaken by hunger of the form.
No.
Siegfried's gonna yell at Zen. Hey, it was my turn to hit. The hell?
It looked like Numa said it looked like it was about to like release like a super strong thing on you. Numa just saved your life.
That's like the worst thing you could have said.
You're welcome.
I'm going to buy a rust monster later.
It doesn't work on Numa, haha.
Oh, I saw it's gonna be done. I saw it's gonna be done.
It doesn't work on her.
You're lying. You're lying.
No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't.
It was Anwan that spotted me the gold earlier, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Anwan, you see Rasiel there, and you see him a couple of spots on his body through his robes. You actually start to see them glow brightly, and with that, he is going to cast life transference.
Ooh.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, life transference.
He's sealing your soul. This is the
You're
first
now one.
evil PC I've ever allowed in my game.
Alright, so you're gonna heal
Okay,
13
Siegfried's
HP.
been here the whole time.
B.
Alright, you're gonna heal 13 HP.
Okay.
Oh no, you're not healing 13, you're healing 23 HP. Because it's double the damage I take.
23. 5.
Why 23?
No evil character.
Because it's double the damage I take, and I just add the +3 in there for the casting of a spell for Brand Mage.
Oh, whoops. Okay, that's why. Got it.
Yep.
I was gonna say 16 times 2 is not 20 something.
Hey, I'm close to full. Thank you, but at least warm me up ahead of time, my good sir.
You didn't give him. He didn't give you consent
That's
to
what I'm
For
magic.
healing. Zen, and,
Just no, but keep that in mind. Oh,
Zen
what?
and Siegfried, as your explosive forms and your rages end, you all are able to safely return back to
I'll ride one of the gulls.
you'll ride one of the goals. Excellent, you do so. And you guys eventually return back to Arcanautus. Victorious. And Zabek, you greet as it appears that Dorothy's tail survived the ordeal. Zabek is thankful to you all for assisting in the destruction of this dangerous creature. And he gives each of you 100 gold.
I almost got the gold
Siegfried's
back
gonna
that
break
I
a
gave.
desk.
Alright, so...
Why are you breaking a desk?
Why
Why are you breaking a desk?
As you see a gentleman moving a desk from one room to another, you kind of tap him on the shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he kind of puts the desk down. He's like, "Thank you, I could use some help moving this."
Puts fist through.
Just Hulk smash it?
He didn't get to hit the monster. He has to hit something.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's...
I'm gonna say this right now, guys.
Could have
I
been
made
the
the
guy.
right
Now it's the
decision.
guy. You made a mistake. Now he's gonna punch the guy too.
I made
No,
the right
what?
decision.
No!
He's gonna punch the guy now too.
I
That
made
could
the right
kill him,
decision.
you realize, right?
What? A single punch?
This is
Yes,
this
he's
is a nerd.
Anwan would probably stop him.
Yes,
No!
yes, and so is Rasiel, and Rasiel has 88 HP.
Yeah, but this is a non-player character nerd.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He doesn't even have fucking
Roll
level.
to
he
hit
doesn't-
with disadvantage as he crouches behind the table, and Zabek's like, "Wait, no! What are you doing?"
The one I broke. The one I broke.
Yes.
Hey,
We're trying to stop him.
you
I
have
know
no
what to do.
idea- you have no
Anwan,
idea how
use
tense
hold
I am
monster on
cast.
Siegfried. You still have a spell slot left.
Roll a constitution.
I can.
Why are you?
Wait, hold on, wait. After he says that,
He said disadvantage.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
You
gonna
still hit.
I'm gonna cast Banishment on him.
Okay. Siegfried, as your fist is about to punch, you suddenly pop out of existence, and the gentleman runs away. As
Oh my
we
God.
conclude our narrative, everybody gets 100 gold, and Zabek is just like, "Thank you very much for your assistance with that. I greatly appreciate it.
He's just not an enemy.
I definitely will." You can't think that because you are currently stuck in a stasis state for a minute.
You can't think anything.
So while he's off in somewhere, wherever I send him with that, I don't entirely know actually. Let's leave.
Hopefully, hell.
Yeah, I would suggest that.
Yeah, as you see, like there's still some patches of smoke coming off of Raziel's flesh.
Indeed. And as you all exit the coastline health conflux, 100 gold richer, and with the promise of assistance from the conflux in any offer of assistance they can provide in the future, we cut away to the group all walking out of the conflux as we suddenly hear a giant crash as Siegfried returns into existence, and "Oh, my spleen!" from within the conflux. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
You know what? I'm really thinking about getting that collar.
Hey, I'm just gonna say right now, Brain Mage is actually really
I'm,
fun.
I'm sorry that I'm sorry. And
Yeah,
that
it's
I
all
couldn't
good, my
participate
dude.
as much as I
You're
wanted.
good.
Oh, man, you started bleeding.
Recover. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is
My nose started bleeding
all
after
good.
I had finished eating. Right
Did you already
after.
stop the recording?
Nope.
Oh.
And goodbye, everybody. Good night, everybody. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.